Pregunta numero 6. How many people could you get in one stomp, and explain what type of bug they'd remind you of stepping on, and why, and how you step on that type of bug?
Non-violent person. I don't step on bugs.
Also, you forgot to explain if my newfound height means that I've grown in proportion to my 52,000 feet, or if I'm just a ridiculously skinny, ridiculously tall person. At the moment, I cannot even squash one person under my foot. I will find out what my foot length is in proportion to my height. So I will find out if you're talking about me growing proportionately wider with my height, how big my feet would be, and therefore how many people I would be able to fit under them. Number 7. Would your giant barefoot cover their entire puny bodies, and why? Also, would you high or low stomp them, and why? I don't know if my giant barefoot would cover their entire puny bodies. As I mentioned before, you didn't mention if my barefoot is proportionate to my 52,000 feet height. And I don't know how to low stomp people. Isn't it all just kind of death from above, as far as stomping on people goes? Question 8. When would you say this? I'm gonna step on you with my giant barefoot and squash you like a bug into the sole of my barefoot and feel you squish completely flat.
Again, mainly non-violent person. I wouldn't like to squish anybody.
Maybe if I were stepping on huge factories that don't try to curb their carbon emissions, then maybe I would squash them completely flat. I wonder if my giant barefoot would be big enough to squash factories completely flat. I will get back to you on that. Question 9. Last question. Also explain how you'd step on me with your giant barefoot if you were really mad at me, and what point of your foot I'd stick to and why.
I don't really know you, so I don't know if I'd get mad enough at you to try to squish you.
But again, I think I'd squish things with my heel, so I guess there. These lovely questions were brought to you by ill7771. So thank you very much. I hope your day is going wonderfully. And thank you for your questions. Haley, you're just awesome. And Anna, I'll see you tomorrow.